Hey, happy Monday. Check out this shirt. It's so cool. I'm live on Instagram. Maybe I should do it, go live on Facebook too, but Instagram's nice because I could put them both on the same thing. And I'm teaching at 8 o'clock live via WhatsApp in Pakistan to the kids and to the congregation alongside the pastor and his wife. So that's cool. I wanted to share with you guys quickly about the story of Ruth and Boaz. And I wanted to share just about like godly fear and purity. And this does not come I just feel it on my heart just to speak up about, because I believe every little bit counts. I've been blessed. My grandparents on both sides have been married like 50 plus years each. And that generation, you know, they're faithful to one another. There has not been, you know, any affair. There's been fidelity. And my father has remarried. I think he's been married over 20 something years. He's became a Christian, as a Christian business owner. He's very godly, very upright, very God fearing, just good heart. And so it's been passed down to me, and I'm blessed for that and thankful in my family that people fear God. So just the fact that you just keep the fear of God and things like that, it's carried over into me and my profession. Whenever I nanny, obviously I work for a husband and a wife, a mother and father with children. And God has always given me, even since high school, even I've always had like this innate, like, direct your attention to the wife, engage with her, and make her feel comfortable. And then, you know, if it seems like, of course, like, you could kind of have discernment or wisdom, like if it is healthy to chat with all three, like together, like the husband, the wife, and yourself and other people. But you could, honestly, I feel like sometimes when I go to the gym, I just have like, I think God gives people the spirit of discernment. If people have this like predator mentality, this like weird thing on their face from what they're watching or doing in their personal life, guys, I give them the nastiest look, and I'm not nice, and I don't chat with them. And I, you know, sometimes people will come and stand right next to me, and I'll go walk 5-10 feet the other direction until they correct their behavior. So, but anyways, when I work for families, and God says, guard your heart, and he says to basically stand against evil. Don't participate in deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. And that in this world, you have to come out for the world, and you're not in the path that sinners take. You don't stand in that path. Bad company corrupts good character. So, when I nanny, I don't dress a certain way. I don't put my makeup a certain way. I make sure I wear baggy clothes out of respect. I learned that when I go to the house of God, I tie, if I'm not wearing a long shirt that covers like my entire leggings, like I'll show you, like this, like covers my entire leggings. Then I wear a sweater tied around my waist just because it's respectful. And then, like, if you're at the beach and stuff like that, you're at the beach, wear something tasteful. I play beach volleyball. So anyways, I wish when I went to the house of God, I always wore like a sweater tied around my waist. But I want to talk to you about Ruth and Boaz. And I'm going to be talking about Proverbs 31 women. But today I'm talking about men. What's impressive for men? The most impressive man besides Jesus in the Bible, I believe, is Boaz. Boaz was a protector and a provider, and he was a wealthy business landowner. He was a good man in the town. He was well known. He was respected, and he had resources. When Ruth, a young woman, or a woman, I'm not sure her exact age, I don't know, but she also was a woman of noble character. I believe her husband passed away and she would not leave her mother-in-law. So she had a deep loyalty to her deceased husband's mother. And I believe helped to provide for her because Ruth would work. And the Bible said Ruth worked long hours and just took a few minutes rest in the shelter and then would go back out to work. She ended up in Boaz's field. And Boaz was not a predator. He was not trying to have sex with her. He was not eyeing her up and down. I think she probably did not look very cute because she was working. And he was single, so must have been respectful to, women in the community. And his first reaction was to provide for Ruth. He said, let this woman gather. He heard of her good reputation, and he said, leave extra, basically scraps out for Ruth. And so he kind of, and he told his servants, leave her alone, give her water, give her, kind of like, he had compassion on her, that she was a worker. She's working very hard, and she had been through some life circumstances that weren't ideal. She didn't have a husband. So that was Boaz. Then, I forget the exact story, but, Ruth is the one who had to tell Boaz, like, I'm available for marriage, probably because of a little bit of an age gap. But she did shower, dress herself up, and basically presented herself to Boaz. And Boaz said, let me go see if there is another man in line to marry you before me. And if he is not going to marry you, I will do it. So Boaz obviously got the ring, if that's what they did at that time. He set up, he did not rest until it was done. He took action steps to make her his bride. And so he did not just take up space in her life. He didn't play around. He was like, yes, let's do this God's way. He settled it among the townspeople. And then the townspeople were like, blessed is this woman that you are marrying, may your home be fruitful. And they gave birth, I believe, to, I think, a son. I'm not really sure. So anyways, that's impressive. It's more impressive, I believe, for women. God consistently tells men to exercise self-control. Hi, Mom. Good morning.
Hi, good
I'm
morning.
Live. I'm telling the story of Ruth and Boaz.
Okay,
But
good.
no one's on here, but it'll be live later. Here, I'll go here so you could have your little coffee. Okay. So the last part is that, oh wait, now I forgot what I was going to say, Mom. Oh, I'll tell this.
I'll listen.
Okay, you can listen here. But, yeah, so I was going to say that God does consistently warn. I was talking about men and women, godly men and godly women, the story of Ruth and Boaz. And so, but I believe that it's more impressive when people listen to God and when men are able to control themselves, because it puts a big sign of safety out there. Like, you're more impressed when people show discipline sexually. I feel like I need to talk about it. But when someone approaches you with respect and honor and takes you out and wants to know about your mind, your life, your church family, your family first, how you start off a relationship is very important. And it's the most impressive thing. It takes zero talent to be attracted to someone. There's 6 billion people on this earth. People are not impressed with that. What is impressive and says, I can trust you with my babies and to be the head of the household and to be respectful, is when you don't have the wandering eye and when you discipline yourself the way that God says. And I think a lot of women, anyways, I just thought that's worth to say, because you get approached by a lot of people these days who think that is somehow It's not impressive. So when you want to start off a relationship, Ruth and Boaz, Mama was saying, Boaz, his first instinct was to provide for Ruth, and he laid out extra provision for her, and Ruth was the one who had to get herself dressed up and present herself to Boaz and say, I'm available for marriage. Anyways, I'll talk to you in a minute. Was that good? Is it true? I think it's true. Yes. Okay. All right. And then I am preaching in Pakistan via WhatsApp at 8 o'clock. I can't put it live, but maybe I'll record it from my iPad. Have a good Monday. Let me see if I can end this. How do I end it? Turn. Let's see. I don't know how to do it. Okay, bye.